The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down. Very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, watch here. 66. Pull it. Let's go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Where do we go? 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Wait. You got tape.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. No gain on this. High 7. Let's go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
31's the mark. Ready, go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check 53's Mike. Kermit. Jam. Tighten up.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bud. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, it's Cook. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that one got 10.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay, double up. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
White 25. Check 53's Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Green, triple C. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. Alert 3. Alert 3. Wait. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Short. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Winston now. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Brings up
5 on the 50.
3rd down.
5 on the 50. Flare. Shady weapon. Check 31. He's cracked. Hey, stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Check, 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 check. Follow. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Green, Triple T. Mike 53. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I'm on. 53. Flip. 53 is the mark. Double. That's the way.
Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here I come. 53 is the mic.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barrett in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On third down, Love. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Love lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
53 is mine. Bandit. Bandit. Check 99. Green, triple team.
On first down, Richard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Under 10. Under 10. Wait.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mine's 54. Mine's 54. I'm coming, baby. Wait.
On 3rd down, Richard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Taylor. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Bucs take over first and 10. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back to the air on second down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. The mic, and let's get this.
Throwing on third and long. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky
on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Sliding out of the pocket. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Richard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Fighting to stay upright. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the catch made by Johnson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike, 45. Watch 61. Matchbox, light. Ready.
On 4th down, Love. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Love. It's complete to Diggs. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Ready. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skill.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.